President Trump, everyone, weighing in on the Florida recount, tweeting, and I quote, "The Florida election should be called in favor of Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis in that large numbers of new ballots showed up out of nowhere and many ballots are missing or forged. An honest vote count is no longer possible. Ballots massively infected must go with election night!" Exclamation point. With me right now, Ned Ryun, founder and CEO of American Majority, and Democratic strategist Leslie Marshall. Good to have you both here. Ned, you say the president is right. What does this vote counting debacle, and it certainly is a debacle, say about our democracy right now?
Boy, I got to tell you, Trish, I mean, there's two fundamental principles to our constitutional republic: rule of law and free and fair and transparent elections. In fact, our entire social compact is based in many ways on those two principles. And Democrats down in Florida, especially in Broward and Palm Beach, seem to think the law is a series of suggestions that they can choose to accept or ignore when they find it convenient. Again, we see that they've broken multiple Florida election laws by not posting numbers 30 minutes after the polls close, not posting updates every 45 minutes, accidentally including illegal votes with some. Now you have the Gillum and Nelson campaigns have been campaigning down there for non-citizen votes to be included in the provisional votes. And the thing that's galling to me, Trish, is that the media, despite all of this evidence, is saying that we on the right are saying this is a conspiracy theory and that we have no evidence. This is the same media that 2 years ago ran with a false fairy tale of Russian collusion, screaming bloody murder about election integrity, our democracy's in danger, all of these things. Well, let me tell you what, Trish. What the Russians did in 2016 pales in comparison to what Democrat Brenda Snipes is currently doing in Broward County.
They're still kind of running with that storyline, by the way. They haven't given up on that, and the Mueller investigation is still going on. Leslie, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, you know, I don't get it. I just don't understand how votes just keep materializing. To me, you have an election, you do your very best to count every vote, and yes, every vote counts. And when you've got a very close election, I have no problem going back, counting the absentee ones, et cetera, et cetera. What I don't like is how just, you know, tens of thousands of votes suddenly show up. I mean, Marco Rubio tweeting out that picture of the truck that was just dropping off thousands of votes. I didn't think that's how it was supposed to work.
Well, this is one of the reasons I like what the state of Arizona does. And we just heard that a Democrat won the Senate in the state of Arizona because they wait almost a week to make sure that every single vote is counted, every precinct has vote within those precincts counted, and every absentee mail-in ballot is counted. And I feel that Florida should have done that. Look, this could still go in favor of for DeSantis for the gubernatorial seat and for Rick Scott for senator. But look, if I'm running for office, I want to know that I won because I truly won, left or right, and I certainly would be on the left. What we're looking at,
I think what we're finding out, Leslie, is they got a really lousy process there.
Percentage point, Trish.
They got a lousy process, and they're not giving full transparency to the other side. I mean, how is that right, Leslie?
Yeah, but Trish, we have this same woman that not only was appointed by Republican Jeb Bush, who's now calling for her to be removed, but Governor Rick Scott didn't have a problem when he was elected the first time and re-elected governor with Broward and with this woman in her position, in the same position that she's in now. So that makes it look, for those of us on the left, just as precarious for some of you.
I don't know about that. I mean, I agree with you. He missed calling her out earlier, but nonetheless, we're in a situation now where you actually had to have a judge rule that the other side could see the authenticity of the ballots. I mean, to me, that, as Matt Gaetz just said, the congressman from Florida, that's problematic when you're not willing to share all this information. Final word to Ned, and then I got to run.
Well, I got to say this. If we really want to have clean and fair elections in the future, Trish, I think we need to go back and make Election Day a national holiday. Forget this ridiculousness of mail-in, absentee. Let's make it a national holiday. Have a great civics lesson. Only the military
and Leslie
would be
agrees
exempt.
with you, too. You know what? I took my kids out of school, and we had a little civics lesson for it, too. I'm all for that. Good to see you guys, Ned and Leslie.